Is it just me? Or have you ever walked into a room and just completely forget why you're there? Like, 1 second you have a purpose, a reason, and then, boom, gone, vanished. You stand there looking around trying to remember what was so important, but all you feel is lost. Now, what if I told you that feeling? It's not just about walking into a room. It's life. We start with a dream, a fire, a purpose, and then, somewhere along the way, we forget. We lose sight of why we started. We get distracted, pulled in a million directions, buried under expectations, routines, and doubts. And before we know it, we're just standing there, stuck. But here's the truth. Forgetting isn't failure. It's a sign, a wake-up call. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you why we forget, how to remember, and how to find our way back. For good, because you were never meant to stay lost. You ever notice how kids never forget what they love? They wake up thinking about it, talking about it, living for it, but then we grow up, and somehow the things that once mattered slip away. It's not an accident, it's by design. We forget because the world teaches us to. It fills our minds with noise, endless distractions, responsibilities, opinions, fears. We're taught to prioritize survival over passion, comfort over purpose. And over time, the dreams, the ideas, the things that once lit us up, fade into the background. But deep down, they never really leave. They're just buried under doubt, under expectation, under a life that wasn't even built by you. And here's the scary part. The longer you go without remembering, the harder it gets. But if you're listening to this right now, that means it's not too late. The question is, are you ready to start remembering? All right, listen up, because this is where everything changes. We forget what we're doing, what we love, what we came here for, because the world is designed to make us forget. It distracts us, it numbs us, it keeps us in a loop, waking up, going through the motions, filling our time with things that don't even matter. And the worst part, it convinces us that this is just how life is. But here's the truth, forgetting isn't the problem, staying lost is. Because deep down, you already know what you're meant to do. You've felt it before. Maybe as a kid, maybe in a dream, maybe in those rare moments of silence when the world wasn't drowning it out. It's not gone, it's just buried. And the only way to remember is to start digging. And no, I'm not talking about some magical aha moment where everything clicks overnight. That's a lie people sell to make it seem easy. Remembering who you are takes work. It means cutting out the noise, letting go of distractions, asking yourself the hard questions. What do I actually care about? What makes me feel alive? What am I avoiding because it scares me? Because the things we avoid, that's usually where the truth is hiding. And look, I get it. Life is heavy. Responsibilities, expectations, bills, survival, it all piles up. But don't let that be your excuse. Because the moment you stop searching, the moment you stop trying to remember, is the moment you let life make the choice for you. And that's how people wake up years later wondering where the time went. So here's what I need you to do. Pause, right now. Ask yourself, what's one thing you used to love? One thing that made you feel something? And how can you take even the smallest step back toward it? Because remembering isn't one big leap, it's 1,000 tiny steps. And the best part, the second you start, you'll realize it was never really lost. Now that we've uncovered the truth, here's the part that separates those who stay stuck from those who break free. Action. You see, remembering isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. A decision you make every single day. And yes, I know, taking action is the hardest part. You're scared, you're uncertain. You're used to the comfort of staying where you are, even if it doesn't make you happy. But here's the thing, comfort is the enemy of change. You can't expect things to change if you don't do something about it. You can't just sit there waiting for some sign from the universe to push you into action. The universe has already given you your sign, right here, right now. So, what do? Start small. Take one step today, that's it. One thing that aligns with what you truly care about. Maybe it's something simple, like making time for a hobby, speaking your mind, setting a boundary, or just saying no to something that drains you. The key is consistency. The more you take those small steps, the more momentum you build. And soon, what felt impossible will start feeling like your reality. I'm not promising it'll be easy. I'm not promising you won't have setbacks. But I am promising that every step forward is a victory. And with every victory, you'll remember more of who you are and more of why you started. So, stop waiting for everything to be perfect. You don't need all the answers. You just need to start. Because the second you do, you'll realize that what you've been searching for was always inside you. Alright, here we are. The last part. And I need you to hear this loud and clear. You're not broken. You're not lost. You're not some wandering soul without purpose. You are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, because every step, every mistake, every moment of forgetting, it's all part of the journey. The bumps, the falls, the times you felt like giving up, they don't define you, they refine you. Remember this. Your purpose is always waiting for you. It's always there, just beneath the surface, and the only thing standing between you and it is the courage to keep moving forward, even when you don't know the whole path. So let the fear go. Let the doubts go, let the world tell you what it wants, but don't let it drown out your voice, because you're still here. And that means you haven't given up yet. Maybe today is just a small step, maybe it's a whisper of change, but trust me, that whisper will grow louder, and one day you'll look back and realize that the moments you thought were lost were actually the moments that shaped you into who you were always meant to be. So don't ever forget, you're already on your way. Keep moving. Keep remembering, and when you look back, you'll see that the journey was worth every single step. Stay strong, you're not alone.